We're here on the PPMA show floor, joined by Rory from Altech. Rory, thank you very much for bringing yourself and a compendium of equipment to the PPMA show this year. Altech, all about advanced labeling systems or something like that?
Yeah, Altech is an acronym of Advanced Labeling Technologies. Yeah. We're an Italian-owned business. We're a UK subsidiary. With an install base of just over 2,000 machines.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, so quite a significant supplier. Our parent company's quite large. In the UK, we're a smaller business. We do build in our own right in the UK. We tend to focus on special purpose in the UK, but so we're a sort of a weird mix of Italian, English, Welsh.
Yes, yes. I know you're based in South Wales as well. You've brought, like I say, an array of equipment to this year's show. Let's go and do what we customarily do, is to do a quick tour. The first station that we're looking at, tell me about this.
The first station is a demonstration rig, just comparing two standard technologies for us. On the above here, we have an apply-only labelling head, an economical labelling head. This is our owl step labelling head, and you know, it may be economical, but it's a quality machine. Yeah. It's what we're here to show. It's why people come to exhibitions, to see and feel, and to look at the equipment. The other machine here is a one-to-one print and apply machine, so it's case labeler. Because Altech has, we cover both decorative labelling solutions and also print and apply, end-of-line print and apply solutions. So. Comprehensive range.
Let's move over here to this larger unit, and what are we looking at here? I can see some bottles that are crying out to be labelled.
Yeah, so this is a front-back labeller, typically used toiletry, agrochemicals, cosmetics industry.
I might use one of these as a mouthwash, for example. That looks very mouthwash-like.
I wouldn't want to use this particular liquid as a mouthwash. It was made up with some blue dye by ourselves, but. Yeah, so it's front-back labeller. We can show it labelling, but before we show it labelling, actually, we're showing effectively two systems here. The main labeller is what you see here, and then we have a secondary box here, which is an Altech UK product, which we call Altech, which is a control checking device. Yep. What it checks is down to you, down to the customer. In this particular application, what we've got it doing is we've got it checking the combination of labels. So we're applying two labels. We're applying a label on the front and the back. So if you are working for a number of different supermarkets, for example, it could be quite embarrassing if you were to put the wrong front label to the rear label or the wrong revision of a label. So what we'll do is, to make the demo mean something, we will obscure, we're reading the 2D barcode and we'll obscure one of them. It's a little bit of sticker I've got in my hand, and obscure one of the codes. Okay. And we will run the machine.
So here come the bottles.
Sorry, hang on. Wouldn't have been much a demo unless I turned it on. So we will log.
Don't look at the password. Don't look at the password, whatever you do.
The password was complex. Hang on a second. And select recipe. Here we go, so now we're set up. And we're also, just by lucky chance, going to show a feature of our machine, is that you saw I stopped the machine in the process. Yes. And yet I'm still confident that I'll be able to restart and everything will go swimmingly. Well, we'll soon find out. And that's due to this particular machine has a very sophisticated real-time synchronization. All the devices talk to each other in real time. Yeah. And what that means in layman's terms is that when this motor ramps up, it talks to the other devices so that they all get up to speed at the same speed. In reality, it means I can turn the thing back on and we put the label in the right place. But if we watch...
Here we go. Ah, and there's your check control. Control check has gone, no.
That one is not correct.
As expected.
Yeah, exactly. So, seems simple, but obviously, you know, absolutely crucial.
And at that point, you could have a pusher or something, or exactly. Would that be a manual pick for that deformed label?
It's a choice for the customer, but obviously on this demo, we're just stopping the machine. Most customers would probably have some sort of automated rejection system. It's all built into this solution. Okay. You know, the world's your oyster with it.
Good stuff. Right then, let's move on in what time we have. We've got wraparound labelling this time.
Yeah. So what we've got here is actually two machines effectively doing the same job. The reason we brought them both to the show was because I feel, and we feel, that shows like this are for people to see what they get for their money, to understand, because it all looks the same on the spec sheet. So what we have here is what we call an owl belt machine, which is an open frame machine. Owl belt because it's based on a belt conveyor. It's an economical machine. It has it has buttons, potentiometers, a fairly simple interface. However, we always still like to highlight we don't build light frame machines. It's still of a really good quality. So this is a typical machine for sort of entry-level customer who wants to grow, but they don't need a full inline machine to start with.
And meanwhile, onto the final machine here. What have we got?
Completely exactly the same application, but this one we call an owl line C, as the name suggests, intended for line use, based around a slack conveyor, with a much more sophisticated interface, as typically needed by a line, where it logs what it can. It logs reports. We actually have the ability to remote manage the machine, update the firmwares, etc. if there was an issue with it.
Which we're certainly seeing a lot more of now, the remote management capabilities.
Industry 4.0, as they talk about. The scales and the counters on the machine, every recipe contains the full parameters of that application. So there's no operator ambiguity in how to set this machine up. The operator walks to the machine, they select the program they wish to run, and they follow the counter values, and the machine is set.
Program PPMA 2019 large is go.
Yeah. And at the back end we have a rotary collection table.
Super stuff. Good quality kit, obviously good quality service from you guys at Altech as well. Has it been a good show for you this year? Have you had a nice receptive audience and good conversations?
We had a nice first day, nice steady flow. I think the rain was it was raining quite heavily outside in the morning, so it was a little slower in the morning, but in the afternoon really picked up. We come to these shows because it's the only place where someone can come and, like I was saying, see what you get for your money, really get to look at the detail of the machine, the component quality, the finish, the robustness. It's very difficult from the web, from a picture, from a brochure, to ascertain what you really get. And we'll feel quite confident in the quality of our equipment, and so we'll, no doubt, always be at this show, I imagine.
Brilliant. Well, listen, thank you very much indeed, like I say, for bringing your kit. I know it's no small investment of time and effort to bring your equipment, set it up and make sure it's in just the right condition to, like you say, showcase the quality of your wares to the visitors here. So thank you very much indeed for that. I wish you all the very best for the rest of this year's show.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, Rory.